Good morning, dreamers. How are you today? Jimmy has found the joy of coffee, and so I'm going to take him out for coffee. He enjoys an actual non-iced frappuccino thingy. He likes actual coffee now, which is fantastic. So I am introducing him to the way of fast food coffee, and we're going to see which is his favorite. So far, he's on the Tim's train, but that's because he's had at home and Tim's. So for actual coffee, not for all these other wonderful things that one can enjoy. So I'm going to take him out for coffee. That's why I have my water today. I think I need more water than just on days when Jimmy wants to go for coffee. We should start a day with water every day, but it's good to get myself going in that way. It's March, people. It's March. Wow, wow, wow. It's March. Lots of birthdays in my family today. My mom's is the one that I grew up celebrating on March 1st. But my new family, there is a brother-in-law and a sister-in-law with a birthday on March 1st as well. So it's a very big birthday season. And it always reminds me of two things. First, it reminds me that when there is a birthday to celebrate, that is celebrating not only you, but the fact that God knew the world needed you. He knew the world needed you. He knew, and he carved out a U-shaped hole in his creation, and he said, I'm going to put something very special there. And that very special is you. So on March 1st, I won't tell you what year, she wouldn't care anyway, but God said, I'm going to carve out this Mary-sized hole, and I'm going to put her in. And she's going to bless the world in ways that no one can imagine. And she's going to embrace the hurting and comfort the broken and glue back together the broken. But she's going to be a compass and a direction giver, a guide for those around her. And her whole being will be to swivel back and point people to Jesus. That is her whole job in life, is to swivel people back when they're wandering over here and they're over back to Jesus. And she won't be Jesus to these people. She will not be their savior, but she will point them back. And that is her role in the universe. And she does an amazing job with it. And I'm going to give her 2 wonky kids, but that third kid is going to have some stuff come with her. And that stuff, Mary's going to love her through it and help her through it and see her value through it. And even though she's not going to look great like the other 2 look, she's going to be able to impact the world around her in a very special way because Mary has pointed her back to Jesus. And she might not have the ministries and the amazing gifts and skills that the other 2 have, but she's going to be a poet with a really big heart. And God knew that I would need that lady. He knew I would need her so that as my mom. And he put that Mary-shaped hole in the world, and he filled it with the most wonderful person. What was your hole designed for? What was your space designed for? Don't ever apologize for taking up space, because that space was put there for you to fill. And don't think that you have to go outside the space. If you're an introvert and your space is small, you do not have to push beyond. In fact, if you live outside of the space God created for you, you may find that things get a little hairy. Because you're living in spaces that God didn't design for you. But you are so special. The other thing birthdays remind me of is my grandma. Because my mom, dad, sister, brother all have birthdays in the first half of March. And mine is in January. And so every March, they'd get their presents. And then she'd be like, and here's something for you. And I'd have a non-birthday present. And it would be something little. Because I got my birthday present in January. But she always had something, a non-birthday present. And it reminds me of how the spiritual heavenly being that is our spiritual parent, and I use the term Abba, but obviously if grandma is created in his image, like I naturally use he, him stuff with this, but there's obviously feminine attributes to God and this divine parental guide. And so he doesn't just love you on your birthday. He says, I see you every day. And he gives us non-birthday gifts every day. Every day. And he loves you. You are valuable and you are special. And your space in the world, it's really important that you live in it. And that you live in it well. You've got what it takes because he designed you for it. He's given you everything you need. You have to choose to surrender to your space. You have to choose to say, yeah, you know what? I'm going to do this. It's what I've been designed to do. So I leave you with this. Another long one. I'm so sorry. It's from Jude. Jude 2. May God give you more and more mercy, peace, and love. Those are the things that need to fill up that space. That life that he's given you. And may you receive more and more. Know that I love you. Have some fun dreaming today. Bye.